Welcome to the podcast series Talking Success, connecting the global Fintech community. I'm Stacey Jafta, and today I'll be chatting with Poverlas, Chief Customer Officer of TransferGo. TransferGo strives to make the world a fairer place for migrants by providing tailored, more affordable financial services that allows their hard-earned money to go further. Poverlas, welcome.
Hi, it's very nice to be here. Hi, Stacey, and hi, everyone.
Thanks for joining me on this episode. How you been?
Good. Actually looking forward to my annual skiing holidays, so feeling very excited. So everything's just fine at the moment.
Awesome. Where are you going?
This year we are going to Italy, Livigno. This is the first time there, so I hope it's going to be nice.
Oh, sounds beautiful. Poverlas, before we jump in, I would just like to hear more about your career journey and just essentially how you became Chief Customer Officer of TransferGo.
So I think I should start that my career path is, I think it's very common for people that work in the customer services area. So I started as a customer support representative while studying. And then from there, I took different career opportunities, different roles, and etc. So I started working in outsourced customer services company that provides a customer support for various companies. So it was a Transcom Worldwide, and there I worked with the different brands. From customer support specialist, moved to the internal trainer, onboarding new employees, and etc. And then I ended the last year being as a training and quality manager, where I had an opportunity to talk with many different companies because I was responsible to deliver, the quality of customer support the way they imagined that. So that was, I think, a vital experience for me. And this is where I start to understand that, customer services is definitely an area that I want to further work. And after that, I moved to the telecommunications industry. So I worked for 5 years in Telia company. It also was very exciting times. Like at that time in Lithuania, we had one of the biggest merge of the companies, like, one of the broadband company called Tio connected with a mobile company called Omnitel at that time and became Telia. So I was leading at that point customer support department. So that was quite a journey, I can say. And then after 5 years working in telecommunication industry and a bit more, I would say in a corporate setup, I took a challenge to join a TransferGo, a very different product and also a very different company as such. And right now I'm 2.5 years working at TransferGo.
That's so awesome. Speaking to so many different businesses you mentioned earlier and just learning their different styles, was there any business specifically that stood out that helped you mold your method and approach in customer service?
I think I would start that talking with many different businesses, what you understand that, customer experience, even though like every company says, I never met anybody who would say that their company is not focused on the customer, but it's a very different story, with each company. So I worked with the brands who said that, customer experience equals reading the script, where, your people are actually get paid for saying specific words. I talked to the companies who said that a good customer support is a conversation that lasts, no more than 2 minutes because, well, eventually it costs more for a company if we speak longer with the customers. So, and also I talked with the companies where they said like the customer support is where you support people when you provide the help.
Yeah.
So I think for me, those years working in the shared customer service really helped me to understand, the way I see what is a good customer support and, what are the fundamental building blocks to provide a useful and a good customer experience when the people simply need help. But I think what really stands out for me, and it might sound a bit, cheap, but I do believe that we stand out with the TransferGo, and that's why I joined the company. So there was already a very good fundamentals. After working as well in the telco industry, which is already a big company, it's like the customer support, combines hundreds of people divided with the different responsibilities and etc. what I lack there is enabling people to make decisions, to actually help them to focus on the customer rather than following procedures and etc. And I think here at TransferGo, what I found is very different story. So when I joined, still customer support, it was like almost 3 times smaller team than we are today. But I found people who were not instructed what to say, but rather they were told, what this company is about, why we exist, and the simply task they had is to support customers. And then from there, I think I was joking that the first goal I had for myself is not to ruin the culture, and then to help scale company while maintaining that level of support. So my answer would be, I think that from my experience, like the current experience definitely stands out as a bit different approach to customer services than in the previous 8 to 9 years.
What does your training look like? What does that onboarding process look like? Where you get your generic call centers where they have a script, as you mentioned, where that is not the case with you?
What I learned through the years working in the customer service is that it's not much different than any different role. So people join having an interest to do their best. People